times have you been walking by monuments, memorials, and plaques in Brockville, but never actually read what they're all about? Welcome to the Brockville Museum's new series, Monuments in Time, where we will explore some of those hidden and rather obvious monuments. Now, today's monument you need to look rather up high for, and this, of course, is Sally Grant. Now, many cities and towns have a statue of justice or a lady justice, but only Brockville has Sally Grant. But, well, who is Sally Grant? Well, the statue here was first carved in 1842 by a ship figurehead carver by the name of William Holmes. She was carved from a single piece of wood, was 11 feet tall, and weighed 2 tons. Now, when she was being put up onto the courthouse roof, there was a large crowd gathered underneath to watch. And two of those people were Major Alexander Grant and Paul Glossford, who was the chair of the committee of the statue board. Now, as the statue was going up, the crowd started asking, "What is her name? What is her name?" And Mr. Glossford turned to Mr. Grant, who was a fairly tall individual at 6'5", and said, "Her name is Sally Grant." Well, that's at least one story about how she got her name. Sally has stood overwatching Brockville for 114 years, until 1956, when there started to become concerns about her structural integrity. Her feet were suffering from dry rot, and her underpinnings had gotten to the point where people were afraid that she would actually crash through the roof. So they ended up taking her down. For over 20 years, Sally was no longer overlooking downtown Brockville. She was at Upper Canada Village for a while, and then she ended up at the Westport Museum. When she was there, they sent her up to Ottawa to the Canadian Conservation Institute to do some restoration. And when they did that, they discovered that she was probably the oldest outdoor wooden carving in what was known as Upper Canada. Finally, after a very long time of no Sally, a replica of Sally Grant went up in 1982 to quite the celebration. So if ever you're walking downtown Brockville, make sure you take a look up and you'll see our Statue of Justice looking down on you.